Okay, so I have mentioned this earlier. The dynamic list could basically function as a stack or a queue or a deck. So why do we still have them if we can just have a dynamic list for everything, right? Well, the problem, or basically the point of contention there, is based on the data structures, because we can't implement all the data structures that we want in our current system. Maybe now in a high level programming language like Python, basically any ADT you want, you can implement, or you can make a data structure for using classes and object oriented programming. But in low level languages, that may not be possible. Even the concept of a pointer is not really as simple as it looks. So as hard it is to understand, it is also very hard to do under the hood. So remember that uh, we don't just program the desktop PCs, the laptops, or our phones. We also program those things we put inside our smart appliances. So, and actually, you're gonna learn about that in one of your future subjects in EEE 153, where you need to basically program a microcontroller or a very reduced function computer, or the bare minimum for a computer. So, uh, so we actually want to optimize our algorithms or implementations to accommodate very few or reduced resource computers. So you may have been wondering that why do we want to go from n squared to n if n squared doesn't really feel that long for us? Well, that isn't always the case when we use different devices. So I guess to better understand this, let's have a little hypothetical situation. So you may recall that we have a program stack, because basically a stack is one of the easiest things to implement in hardware. You just get a block of memory, remember the memory location of the last thing you put into the stack, and that's basically it. So you just need to, since whenever we add elements, we can just remember the last location we put an element in, and then we can basically remove the element from the list and then just increment down. So it's very, very easy in terms of a hardware implementation. But we have this certain algorithm that runs in cubic time, because when we're only using a stack. But if we implement it with a queue, well, if we had an ideal queue, the algorithm would almost take constant time. But depending on the running time of the access, the queue, and queue operations, uh, I mean, those will be the things that will determine the running time if we ever implemented the algorithm using a queue. So knowing that we can implement stacks in hardware, but we can't implement the queue in hardware, maybe we can use stacks to make a queue. So using the stack data structures to make a queue data structure. So this is obviously this should be possible since I put it here. But if you think about it, uh, for a stack, the first uh, we have a last in, first out principle. And then for a queue, we have a first in, first out principle. So basically, the last thing we pull out of the stack is the first thing that got in. So whichever is the last element in our stack will be the first element in our queue. So let's say we put things on the stack normally. So we just push on top the next element we put in our queue to a stack. But whenever we need to the queue, or whenever we need to look at what's in front of the stack, we just need to pop all the elements in our stack and then look at the last element that we needed to pop. And that will be the first element of our queue. So here in this animation is a visualization of what you will need to do whenever you need to make the queue using a stack. So basically, you put everything in a temporary stack since we need that information still. And then once the first stack is empty, we peek at the our second stack or our storage stack. So with this implementation, whenever we need to peek or the queue, we need to empty our stack. So basically, that's a linear runtime. So for two operations, we have a linear runtime. But whenever we push elements, we just push it normally on a stack. So that means uh, our theoretical running time would be the product of these, which is n squared. So which is an improvement based on this situation wherein the original one was n cubed. But if the original one was quadratic, like let's say n squared, I guess it's not a very good implementation since we went into the trouble of making a stack queue. It basically doubles the memory space that we need. So I guess maybe there's a better implementation. I think there's a better implementation. Can you think of the better implementation? Uh, maybe I maybe you need to answer that in a quiz, maybe. But anyway, basically what this is saying is that some ADTs are easier to implement than other ADTs, and then we can even use those easier to implement ADTs to basically make a bigger ADT or make or let's say this we use two stacks to implement a queue, and you can even argue you can use two stacks to implement a deck. So given that, so whenever we need to where so parang, what I'm saying is that you can the stack, the queues, and the decks are still very relevant, even though that even though we have a dynamic list ADT, because you can build on it and then make it bigger, basically improve on it. So just a final note is that the terms I've used here are based on the reference I was using. Some references uses other terms like the top instead of peak, as in, stack dot top is the same as stack dot peak in this case, or the queue dot front is the same as the queue peak. So as long as you know how these ADTs work, you shouldn't have a problem with them. But what I'm saying is, I guess no one is wrong or no one is, well, everyone is basically correct whenever you see another term being used. As long as it sort of makes sense, calling it the top, calling it the front. So all of these are valid. So That's the this is the final lecture video from me, I hope. So if you have any questions regarding my videos or regarding the topics, feel free to send me an email. If you make comments in the YouTube page of these videos, I might not be able to see them, so make sure you send me an email or use the our forums in the class Ovlet. Or yeah, that's basically it. Have a good day, and I'll see you around.